What's up, people? Welcome back. Last time we created the AI inventory. So today we're going to build the player inventory, and when we click, we'll be able to buy it and reduce the money from the player. Okay. This video is not going to be long because we don't have much to do. The buy button, it's pretty easy. So if we go back to our vendor, let's deal with the player inventory first. So I'm gonna add a scroll box, and let's make it a full screen. Remove that and just adjust this a little bit like so. And let's add a uniform grid panel to the scroll box. And left, make sure give it a name, player grid panel, and make sure it's a variable. Okay. Now we can go to our player menu, and then the build inventory, we can just copy everything because we pretty much gonna do the same thing. So copy everything, but here, okay, I already did this. You have row, column, and row size. Just put a V in front of it for vendor, so that way when we create the build inventory, they don't collide with each other. Okay, so we create this. Now for the grid panel, we need this, and we add it here, and there's also over there. We add it over there. So this is what I mean by, see, that's why we add the row. So we know this one is for the vendor and this one is for the player. But we also need a reference to the character. Where is it? Player. Okay. Just drop it here. Right click, create, and row size, create, and compile. And let's make this one 6. And on begin play, we call build inventory. And if you press buy, see, inventory is built. So now what we need to do, let's go to select the player grid panel, padding 3, 100, 100. Now this will look a bit better. See, let's see, 2, 4, 6. Let's make it 7 then. Or you can adjust it to look however you want, but for me, I'm gonna do mine 7. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, 7 is good for me. So in your player character, add a variable named player money, and for me, I add 100,000. Okay, player money. Make sure it's replicated. Yeah, so player money. And if you go to your vendor and where it says player money here, we can create a binding for it. Binding, let's say player money text, and yeah, let's create the binding, and we can get our player, make sure it's valid. If it's not, oh no, that's the return. Okay, if it's valid, we say get player money, and then we just plug it up here. Now we get the player money. And so now we need a reference to the buy button. Let's make this 65. Yeah, for the buy button. Purchase. Yeah, it's okay. So the first thing we need to do for the buy button, when the player click the button, we need to check to see how much money does the player have, and then we need to check it against the the item we're trying to buy. So get the player, right click, make sure it's valid, because you don't want to do this. I mean, even though you can, but check is always good. So we get the player and we say get player money, okay, and then we need to see if it's bigger or equal, because we need to see if we have enough or if we have more. Bigger or equal to vendor item info. We can break it. Let's get the price to see if it's bigger or equal to the item we're trying to sell, or we buying technically. We click on that. If it is, because the way we have our system built, we can simply say pick up, oh no, from the player, we can say pick up item. But before we do this, let's remove money from the player. Okay, so let's move this up, grab a reference to the player. So if it's true, we get player money, and what we need to we need to subtract, and what we're going to subtract, we're subtracting the price from it, okay, and we also need to set player money, because after we remove the money, we need to set the new value to player money minus the price. Okay, and now we can call pickup item, and we need to pass the player info, the vendor info, because that's the item that's the item we are buying. Now everything will work except for one thing: the inventory is not going to refresh. So if I buy this for 50,000, see, boom, now I only have 50,000 left. Now if I buy this, now I don't have any money. So now I don't have any money, but I do have the item, but here it's not showing. So if I go here and open my, see, I have the item and I can still equip them. Everything still works. So what we need to do, let's build a function for that. We're gonna say refresh player inventory. So we're going to get the player inventory grid. Let's make sure it's even valid, even though it has to be valid in order, because we're accessing the inventory, but it can never be too safe. So we're gonna clear children, okay, and then we simply call build inventory. Now remember, this build inventory is the build inventory we have inside of the vendor menu, okay? It's not the one from the player, okay? So after we do the purchase, we can say build refresh player inventory. So now if we go here, open it up, click this, bam, we buy it, bam, we got another one. Now if we're trying to click it, we can get nothing because we don't have any more money. Another thing we can do here, where we are creating the no, not in here. Let's go to the vendor icon. Let's create a binding for the enable. Okay, so we're gonna say, do we have a, okay, let's go to the event graph. Let's get a reference to the player. Get player character. Let's do pawn. And player pawn. Yep. What is the variable? I just like to replicate things, even though input widget only exists on the client side. So yeah, here on the get it if it's enabled, we going to say we get the player character. We need to get the money, get player money. We need to check to see if it's greater or equal to the price. If it is, we return true. But if it's not, we return false. So what's going to happen, or what I'm hoping to happen, is if I click this, 50,000, 50,000, yeah, see, now they are disabled. Now we can no longer buy them because we don't have any more money. See? And what we can do on inside a vendor, we can, before we do any of this, let's play sound. If you want to play a little a sound to, let's see, because I think I don't know if I did. Do I have them? Yeah, I do. Okay, so it's called Wave Cash Register Purchase. So grab this. Render menu. No, I need to do it only if only if the money is greater. Because if it's not, we don't want to play no sound because we didn't make no purchase. Play sound. Only if we have enough money. So click that, purchase it. And the cool thing is too with this, we can, I think we can equip everything from here. See, functionality still work, but I think yeah, functionality still work. See, from the because the way the inventory is built, from let's say if we purchase an item, right, we can quickly equip the item. See, and everything's we purchase our vest, quickly put it on. Okay, and the same thing for everything else that we buy. So that's it for today, guys, and in the next video we're going to create the selling part, but also for the selling we can still use the same build inventory to see, because we have to click on our item, right, and then instead of saying buying, we're gonna say sell, and then Yeah, technically we don't need the this guy inventory, but for for looks we're gonna have it here. But we can click an item, bam, bam, sell, 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 and then the money gonna go down also. And what I'm planning on doing is when you kill player or you do certain things, you get money, or you can also find money on the ground and stuff. Yeah. So that's it for me for today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.